I don't fight, but best believe if there's a weapon near me, on guard. On guard. And she said it one more time. Yeah, I can't stand no fat, saggy, titty bitches. Then I said, why my titties gonna be saggy? Hey city boys, it's me, your city sheriff, your city chief, your city executive, your city trombone player. I never played the trombone before, but I played the recorder before. I know how to play We Shall Overcome. Oh my goodness, cool fun facts. I used to do flag football, did y'all know that? And I was on the track team. Yeah, I'm a pretty cool gal. But in this video, how do you guys feel about me doing a story time? I want to do a story time on the worst roommate mother freaking ever, okay, city boys? This was during freshman year. But first, I have to give you guys a little bit of a backstory because, you know, just to make everything make more sense. I have a grandfather. Well, I had a grandfather. Well, I still have him. He's just dead. And he's from Cuba. That's one of my things. I want to learn how to speak Spanish. So maybe in the next 5 videos, I might do a video speaking Spanish. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I have a grandfather. He passed when I was 10. Basically, I have like so many paranormal stories to tell, but one of the paranormal stories I have is basically I have like a staircase in my house, and on top of the staircase we have like cubbies for our shoes. And I was home alone, and I was going to like the far corner to put I think I was going to put a shoe in or take something out. I don't remember, but all I remember is I felt like hands push me down the stairs, and like I started to fall in like slow motion, and I just felt some hands grab me, like literally grab my clothes and yank me back. And when that happened, for one, it was terrifying because it's like, what the fuck? A bitch trying to kill me. But then on top of it's like, oh my goodness, I have a guardian angel, you know what I mean? And from then I just believed that it was my grandfather, just because just the way that my grandfather was when he was alive. Like, my grandfather loved me so. He loved me. I'm gonna say I was his favorite grandkid. Anybody can argue with me, I'm gonna say I was his favorite grandkid. But yeah, so that's something. Me and this girl, we've known each other since elementary school. And in elementary school, we were actually best friends. But in my mind, we were best friends, but I don't think we actually were. Because when I tell y'all, I'm a little bit slow, okay? I'm just a piquito, a little slow. And I remember one day at recess, she was like, oh my gosh, Saint, let's play fight. And I'm like, no, I'm okay. I don't want to play fight. And this was one of the off days where I didn't have like my hair done, so I had my hair in a puff, right? She's like, oh, let's play fight. I'm like, no, I don't want to play fight. And she ended up convincing me, right? So we're play fighting, right? So I'm thinking, you know, when you're play fighting, you're not actually hitting the person, you know? Girl, when I told you she beat my ass, girl, she beat my ass, girl. She said, don't, like, she was Mickey, like, beating my ass. And then she grabbed me by my, I'm gonna be honest, the girl don't got that hair. She don't got no hair. She grabbed me by my hair, girl, ripping chunks out of my hair. Oh my goodness. And I remember that Sunday my mom went to do my hair. She's like, what happened to your hair? Where's your hair? And I'm over here just being quiet. Middle school comes. We go to the same middle school, but we're not friends at this point. We have different friend groups. High school comes now. We're going to the same high school. And because my high school was like middle school and high school. So we went to the same high school and we were in the same friend group, but we were not like best friends. We were just like friends. Okay, so now it's time to go to college and like apply for colleges and stuff. And we both applied for SUNY Oswego. I applied for a random roommate. She applied for a random roommate, and we got each other. Okay, so I was like, okay, you know what? I feel like that'll be perfect. I already know her, so like it won't be as uncomfortable because the only person I've ever shared a room with was my sister. So I was like, you know, okay, this will be okay. Well, freshman year of college starts. She's in a relationship. I'm in a relationship. I was in a horrible ass relationship. Like, me and this guy was arguing every single day. Like, he would just argue me down. When I tell you, will never get an argument out of me now. One thing about me, I'll walk away. I'm not arguing, especially with no man. I'm not arguing. But at this point, I was young, 18 and all that. So arguing all the time. And I'm like, oh, she would hold me down. Like, she'd get on the phone with him, like, can you please talk to her? She's crying. Can you please? Oh, God. So, and she would be on the phone with her man all the time, right? I ended up leaving like halfway through fall semester freshman year, and I ended up doing online school. Like, I was still in SUNY Oswego, I was just online. I came back spring semester, and I had brought like a fridge for us. I had brought her stuff like because I'm a very giving person, honestly, and I like to help out where it can help out, especially if I know a person's predicament and their situations. If I can help out just doing a little bit, I'll do a little bit, you know, especially because we're sharing the same space. So I had bought the fridge, bought a whole bunch of food, a whole bunch of snacks, like big thing of Tide Pods, big thing of dryer sheets and all that, and I let her use my stuff, all that, right? She would use my things, and like we would go to like Walmart and stuff. I would be buying all this stuff. Like she would buy things here and there, but it would be mainly me that is buying stuff. Mainly me that is like supplying things. I ended up starting to make friends, and I would bring my friends around her, but they did not like her. But I'm just like, yeah, I just need to get to know her, right? So as time is going by, she's making her own friends, I'm making my own friends, and I used to work early in the morning, so I would come back at like 9-10 o'clock, and when I'll come back, I'll tell her good morning, all that. We just have a little morning chats. Like we would be up at night talking, sharing like life stories and all that kind of things. So things were cool between us, but there were like certain points where it's like I see her real personality and like who she really is, and she is a user. She's very much a user. Like, yeah, when I tell you, like, she'll be on my phone with her boyfriend, cussing him out like a motherfucking dog, bitch, telling him to die, kill himself, and then after she tells him to do all that kind of stuff, girl, she'll go and take his card and buy pizza with it. Like, she would do some shit like that. First time, I feel like the first thing that kind of like threw me off about her was like, I would give her the room. Let me not even say I would give her. She would demand the room so she can have the room for her and her boyfriend for like the weekend, right? Okay, but the thing that really had threw me off was, it was one day. This was like the week of February. When I tell you, like, I have my own trauma as it relates to certain things, and I was going through a very triggering experience. So, you know, like when you're going through experiences like that, you just want to be in your space, you want to be around your stuff. And she had said like, oh, my boyfriend's coming over, like I need the room for the weekend, blah blah blah. And at that point, like, I had friends, but like to me, I feel like it wasn't like strong enough friendships for me to want to like spend the weekend or 3 days in your room, you know what I mean? But I had this friend Isabella, and she had I think it was 4-person room, but there's only 2 of them in the room. So she let me come over. When I tell you, that in itself was a mess. I have so many story times when it comes to college, but I'm gonna tell you a quick story time. There's this girl, we're gonna call her Gertrude. There's this girl Gertrude, right? And me and her were friends freshman year, but that bitch is a liar too. And she's a user and all that kind of stuff. Like, when I tell you, I've met so many weird fucking people upstate New York. Oh my gosh. Basically, she was beefing with me. I didn't even know that we was beefing. I thought we was just friends. And come to find out, she was telling like mad girls I do not know about me and lies about me and all this kind of stuff. So when I went over Issa's room, all those girls were in Issa's room. When I say they looked me up and down like bitch, one looked at me like I shot her dog. The other one looked like I stole her husband and had 5 kids with him. The other one looked like I punched her mom in her face. Like, you would have thought that I had disrespected each and every one of them. This is my first time ever meeting those people. And truly, I do feel like they were going to jump me. I'm gonna be so serious. It never happened, thank you, Lord. But that in itself was a whole... I'll have a story time for that girl, for Gertrude. But that's what I was going through while I'm trying to deal with my own trauma and all that kind of stuff. Right, cool. Come back in the room, bitch, they was drinking my stuff, all that kind of stuff. But I told you, I was passive. I was very passive at the time. So I was like, girls, whatever, it's just stuff. All right, time goes by, and I remember there was this guy I really liked. Really liked. And me and him finally hung out. I was so excited, and I came back to our room that night. Came in, girl, she had the nastiest attitude with me, and I was like, okay, this is kind of weird. And I remember, when I tell you, with God tells me to say certain things to certain people, and every time I listen, and I always find something out, whether it's a really, really good thing or a really, really bad thing, but it always shows me who the person truly is. So God told me to ask her, is there ever a time where I talk to you and you like want... I forgot what the specific thing I said, but it was like something along the lines of, is there ever a time where I talk to you and in your mind you're just like, oh, I just wish you just shut the fuck up, something like that. And she was like, yep, just like that. Yep. And then I was like, okay. Right after that, that's when like the whole energy of our friendship changed, right? So I'm gonna tell you guys how things happen. I don't know for sure if this is what it was, but I'm gonna tell you how it happened. You could tell me what you think, right? So basically, I had my MacBook. Oh my goodness, I went through at least 5 MacBooks through my 4 years of college. Anyways, and a lot of them were my fault, but this specific one was not my fault. All the other ones were my fault. I was like, girl, one time I was watching Real Housewives. I was watching Real Housewives of Dubai, I think. And I went to go take a shower, and I guess I still wanted to listen to it, so I brought it in, not in the shower, but in the bathroom with me when I lived in my townhome. Then my laptop broke like that. And then the first day of college, first day, like move-in day, not even 24 hours yet, I went to put lights on my wall, and I stepped on my laptop. That's another time. And then, I don't remember the other times. Basically, this is what happened. I had my MacBook, right? And my charger ended up breaking, right? And the thing is, sometimes with Apple stuff, it's like sometimes you have to get the actual Apple charger, because then it likes to be that thing like, oh, I cannot register this accessory. So I was like, all right, I'll order it from the Apple website. And it took, I think it said 24 hours for it to come. So I had my laptop, using it, it dies. I got the charger from one of my friends. I charged my laptop up, so it lasted for, no, it took 2 days for the charger to come. So it lasted for the next day, right? Now my laptop dies, I close my laptop and I put it on my desk, right? I had a hair appointment, and during this time, now me and her are not talking. She does not want to speak to me, whatever. And like, as a Jamaican, minna beg friend. I don't beg no friend. So if you don't want to talk to me, cool. We were not going to speak. So I have a hair appointment. She comes in the room, slamming the freaking door, making all types of noise, on the phone with her boyfriend, mad loud, like screaming on the phone, like trying to make me feel as uncomfortable as I can in the space. And like, she was doing this right after I had asked her that question. She started doing this, and like, she'll be on the phone with her boyfriend, like on speakers, screaming on the phone, doing all this, like doing anything that she can to disrupt me. And at the time, I was a biochem major, and if anybody is in any type of science major, whether it's chem, bio, girl, biochem is worse. You already know, for one, you have so many freaking labs, you have so many assignments, so many writing things, all these things. So my brain is not already wrapped tight because I'm stressed out, I'm exhausted. Imagine you're working on a lab, you barely understand what the fuck you're writing, and somebody's screaming on the phone, yelling, cackling, doing all these kind of things. Like, it was so freaking disrespectful. But beyond, she's doing all these kind of things, and I'm like, you know, whatever. I'm just talking to the girl whose hair I'm doing, and she leaves. I get the notification that my package got dropped off. I'm so happy. I go downstairs, I get the charger, come back, I plug in the charger. My whole fucking screen is shattered. Like a bitch was motherfucking, it looked like Big Van Vader did the moonsault on my motherfucking laptop, bitch. It looked like they were doing the Irish jig on my laptop screen. Like, it was horrible. And so, do you think she broke it? I don't know. But since that happened, I didn't have any money to spare because I had to get a new laptop, because this happened like right before midterms, and I needed my laptop because, like I said, I'm a biochem student. I have to do labs, and during that time, like, I had to go to the library and all that kind of stuff. But it's like, it's not convenient because my labs are like 8 pages long, and that's for one lab. I have 3 labs. So all of this stuff is happening. So I don't have money to be buying snacks for our room no more. I don't have money to be buying water. I remember she was texting me talking about the water's out. We don't got no more water. Is this how parents feel? Because I'm like, girl, fuck that gotta do with me for? Bitch, buy some. So I didn't have any money. I tell you, as soon as I had no money, that's when she really started to disrespect me. Because it's like, in her mind, as a user, she had no use for me anymore. So that's when she started disrespecting me even more, being even more loud on the phone, slamming doors, just being very rude. She used out my laundry pods and my dryer sheets, right? Went to Walmart, went to go buy herself some, put it in her closet. She said, bitch, you ain't touching this shit. I said, oh, okay, cool. That's how we acting? All right, babe. Well, time is going by, and the reason why I brought up my grandfather is because of this reason. So I started to go through my own healing journey, my own spiritual journey, just trying to, for one, heal myself from a lot of the things that I've experienced, so I can be the better version of myself, because I didn't want to be that version of myself that I was when I came into college. I was a very angry, just mad, just vengeful person, and I didn't want to continue living like that because it was so destructive. I kept getting recommended this meditation, this guided meditation, and I kept putting it off because I'm like, you know, I'm not in the right mind space. I'm not in the right headspace. And one night I was like, you know what? I think this is the time for me to do it, right? So basically, the way this guided meditation was set up, you're supposed to meet your spiritual guide, right? So it's like a full like walkthrough and all this kind of stuff until you meet them. So it's like, all right, cool. So the way our room was set up is that you have one overhead light, and the overhead light is right in front of the door, and then you have your 2 lamps, right? So it's about like 10 o'clock. Our room was dark because you know, we're all getting ready, not getting ready to sleep, but like it's just dark. She's on the phone doing whatever she's doing. So I get up and I sit down right under the overhead light. The overhead light is off. Like I said, the room is dark. I sit down and I start the guided meditation. I believe the guided meditation was about 20 minutes long. I got about like 12 minutes into the guided meditation. I tell you, it was one of the most beautiful experiences I've ever had. And it was such a light feeling because I did not see my grandfather. Because at the end of the day, when you die, your soul goes. The physical stays here. You know what I mean? I felt his energy. And when I tell you, it was so comforting. Because truly, I felt like after my grandfather died, like my whole life got destroyed, honestly. Like, I saw some of the darkest things I've ever seen in my life after he passed. And I always used to think as a little kid, like, you know, if he never died, like, my life would have been good. Like, everything would have been good. Everybody would have been happy still and all that. Everything would have been, you know. So, seeing him, and I felt his energy. I felt his hug again. I felt all of that. It was such a beautiful feeling. I started crying. My eyes are closed. I'm sitting there meditating. And he's leading me down to, like, the water. Because, yeah, I told you I love the water. He's leading me down to the water. We're getting into the water. And, whoo, light. The fucking bitch turns on the fucking light and walks out the room. I say, yo, this bitch is evil. That's when I realized, yo, she's actually an evil ass bitch. Because the thing is, at first, I'm the type of person, for one, people always reveal themselves to me. They tell me their life stories, even if I don't ask. So I saw that she's a hurt person. I saw that she's been through so much. So it's like I've always given her so much grace because a lot of things she went through, I went through it. And I know how that has affected me. So I try to give her grace. But when she did that shit, I said, yo, you're an evil ass bitch. Like, you're very much an evil bitch. Cool. So, that happens. And when that happened, I was like, all right, cool. That's how we want to play. Cool. Time goes by. Girl, I'm laying in my bed. Girl, I got my earphone in. And she's on the phone with her boyfriend again. And you know, like, when people want to get your attention, so they, like, do certain things, so you start listening. Because I'm not listening to your conversation. I don't give a fuck. Like, bitch, y'all arguing, y'all yelling. Well, not y'all arguing. You arguing with him, you yelling at him, and all that kind of stuff all the time. So I really don't give a fuck. Girl, I started listening. Because why she started talking about me? She's on the phone with her boyfriend. She says, yeah, I can't, you know what I can't stand? And like I said, I was not listening because I literally do not care. But she keeps saying it over and over again because I realized, okay, she's not talking to him, she's talking to me. You know what I can't stand? And then he's on the phone like, huh? She's like, you know what I can't stand? You know what I can't stand? I can't stand fat, saggy titty bitches. When she said that, I was like, wait, yeah, she can't be talking about me. I looked like this, she can't be talking about me, I ain't fat. And she said it one more time, yeah, I can't stand no fat, saggy titty bitches. Then I said, why my titties gonna be saggy? Why my titties gonna be saggy? Damn. And the thing is, the whole fat stuff, if you grew up in a Caribbean household, a person calling you fat, well, unless you're a little kid, that shit does not hurt no more. You know how many times I got called fat? Big, wide, fluffy. The only thing that did hurt is when I was at elementary school and a boy called me hungry hippo. That shit actually hurt. I was like, damn, that bitch creative. But damn, fat saggy titty bitch. You forgot the baddest. Let me stop. But nah, when she said, I was like, oh damn, that bitch really hate me. Literally to this day, I do not know what I did to her. Her to dislike me so bad. Do I care now? Absolutely not. I just wanted to tell that story just to get to that point because I thought it was the funniest thing ever. Like, damn, fat saggy titty bitch. Gosh, what the fuck did I do? And after that, she ended up just moving out. The next year I became a RA, and that's when I had this story time with that 32-year-old roommate that called me the N-word, that said the N-word multiple times, that stole my skateboard, that stole my $1,500 dress, that that stole my projector, that 32-year-old with the racist dog that bit me, then that happened. And it's crazy because she ended up becoming an RA next. And then the year after that, I had moved to a townhome, and then she lived in the same townhome community. I'm like, bitch, is this bitch following me? I don't know if she ended up graduating. I never checked. But if she did, hey, good for you. She's a horrible person. I hope she got better. I hope she's going to therapy. I go to therapy. Ain't no shame in my game. I'm fixing myself. I hope she does, because she's a very bitter, angry person. So, and I know y'all gonna ask me, why didn't you ever confront? Because that bitch could fight. Can I be honest? I ain't get my ass beat. I'm sorry, I'm not fighting. Bitch, beat my ass. You going to jail, bitch. You going to jail, bitch, and you won't have kneecaps, bitch, because I don't fight. But best believe if there's a weapon near me, on guard. On guard. So yeah, that was basically a little short story. I know there's way more, but I'm not gonna hold you. Like, after my concussion, I did forget a lot of stuff, so I guess it wasn't important enough for my brain to hold on to it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's just a short little video. Make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and we're gonna end the video like how we always do. Say ooh. Oh, ooh, you thought I was gonna say it? Quote the saint, nevermore. Bye.